Boy, I'm glad that I'm not in those chairs anymore. Um, Good evening, President Ferguson, fellow board members, and staff. My name is Larry Applebaum. I'm a 58-year resident of this town, a parent, a concerned citizen, and I'm here to talk about not the teachers, because they have plenty of people to talk for them. I'm here to talk about the taxpayers. And I'm also here to talk about the parcel tax. I've spent the better part of half hour reading what you've been presented tonight as far as the survey, and I am extremely concerned about what it shows. And I say that based on the information that I had in 2012 when Larry Tramotola had TruePoint come out and do a survey of potential voters in Burbank and what they would be willing to pay and what they wouldn't be willing to pay. And at that time, the threshold for 70%, which was what the minimum we were told we would need, was $50 per parcel. You're asking people to consider substantially more than that. I understand that you're going to move forward, and I support your decision to do so, but I'm going to implore you to consider reaching out to the city, and instead of going against the city when they go for their sales tax, let's see if we can't broker a deal where we get a little bit of that money and we only have one thing on the ballot. That, I think, will end up being a lot more successful for two reasons. One is they don't have a 67% threshold that we have. And two, I think it would cement a much longer term relationship with somebody who's actually been pretty good to us over the years. Just a thought. I know that there are people who think that the answer is no right out of the chute, but I think a little bit of pressure applied by the taxpayers, the voters, and the parents of this district might go a long way to convincing them that we can be much more of an assist than a hindrance. And I would ask that you consider looking at that as you move forward with your parcel tax, because you can always pull it off the ballot, but you can't do a do-over if you don't win. And I think you'll do much more damage to this community and this school district if you put something forward and you don't win. Just my thoughts. Thank you.
Next speaker.